What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. In this video, I want to talk about two lies that keep getting placed around our community, and then I'm going to talk about why I cannot vote yes to these proposals. All right, so let's jump right into it. Number one, lies. I posted it on the community section, so if y'all see my community post, y'all know that I do things like true, false. When I hear bad shit and then I want to gauge everybody's perspective of it, I do a true false. And one of the true false that I done was, what Adam Aaron is worried about is if this thing moasses or if it squeezes, retail will sell and abandon the company. All right, people, first off, that's false. Okay, that is a false narrative. Anybody who's pushing it, either they don't know any better or they know better and they just want to push that narrative anyway because they want a yes vote. All right. But Adam Aaron could care less whether retail sells out all of its shares or not. Why? Because for every buyer, there has to be a seller. And for every seller, there has to be a buyer. Now, whether you become a bag holder or whether you become profitable depends upon your entry point. Understand? So, for example, when this thing ran up back in June from, say, 20 to 72, all right, he could care less who sold their shares. In fact, once it went to 72 and it pulled back to 42, I thought that was a pullback and was going to keep going, so I bought in. Somebody sold me their shares, all right? So then they profited and I became a bag holder. So it makes no difference whether you sell your shares or retail sells all their shares. For every buyer, there's a seller, and for every seller, there's a buyer. All right? The second lie that's going around is, will AMC go bankrupt if the split doesn't happen? All right? Now, let's talk about that one for a moment. We just had record-breaking box office hit. Creed 3 came out, and it broke the #1 sports movie record of all time. We have a Visa credit card coming out, and we have the popcorn. So now, you're telling me that all these catalysts that's going to keep this company afloat, none of that's going to work. Only thing that's going to work is if I give up 90% of my shares. Are you fucking stupid? Huh? You want that? That's your argument. AMC will go bankrupt if we don't do this. People, please, we're having blockbuster after blockbuster. Tom Cruise's new movie, Maverick, which I thought sucked. And now Creed, which I like Creed. I done watched both of them. I'm ready to go see it this weekend. But the point is this. If those won't help AMC, the movies, the popcorn sales, the Visa credit cards, the merchandise that we sell now, if that don't help AMC stay afloat, then giving up my 90% of my shares won't help it either. So I can't vote that way. And the third thing that I want to talk about is why I cannot vote yes. Because when the rubber meets the road, all right, now I'm getting messages, and I can't say from who, and I can't say what they're saying, but they're trying to convince me, and they're not being malicious, that there's a plan in place, we'll find out about it soon enough, and so forth and so on. And my point is this. Sorry, I can't ride with that. All right? I can't ride with that. I worked too hard for my shares. All right? I paid cash for them shares. And Adam Aaron likes to brag, I'm the largest shareholder. No, you're not the largest shareholder who purchased those shares. You're the largest shareholder because you keep vesting yourself shares. And I thought that we had ruled and voted that we weren't going to be given compensation right now because we're too far in debt. But do you see Adam Aaron or the board making a sacrifice and saying they're not going to vest themselves any new shares? No. They're vesting themselves shares. They do what they want, making millions upon millions of dollars. And while we keep making the sacrifice. Now, I know they said, well, me and the board have decided not to do this for money, boo, 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 boo. It's not the point. You just gave yourself thousands and thousands of free shares. So, no. The last reason I got to say no is there may come a time when I have to file suit against AMC for not addressing the market manipulation. Now, I watched Tony DeNaro's live, and they like getting on there and talking about what the fiduciary duty, or however the fuck you say that word. I ain't got time to look it up. It's not to concern shareholders, but the running of the company, and that's bullshit. It says if you Google it, it tells you their duty is to the company and the shareholders. All right? And you have admitted to the mysteriousness, but you have not filed a complaint. So if a complaint don't come by the time of this vote, then a suit might be coming. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. But the thing is, people, it's time for retail to quit making sacrifices for these people when they're not making sacrifices. They're paying themselves millions upon millions of dollars, yet still hollering about how we need to get the debt down. Can't happen. No fancy intros, no little drawings to put up there. Just wanted to share that with y'all today of how I'm feeling. Number one, Adam Aaron could care less if all of us sell our shares today or not, because there will be somebody right behind us that'll pick them up at a discount. All right. Number two, will AMC go bankrupt if the split don't happen? If the movies and the popcorn we're going into the Walmart with and the Visa card and the merchandise and everything else doesn't keep us out of bankruptcy, me giving up my 90% ain't going to help it. So with that, love y'all, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.